This is James from Computer Headquarters, and today I'm going to be showing you how to troubleshoot your build before you build it. You're definitely going to want to do this before putting your PC together, just to make sure that everything you purchased is in working order, as things can be dead on arrival, or things can just be like incorrectly matched with each other. So the first thing you obviously want to make sure is that your 24-pin power here is plugged in and secured, and that the CPU power itself is plugged in and secured. If you don't have your CPU power plugged in, you can power your build on, but you won't get any video, or your build won't really go anywhere, and you'll know because your CPU will be cold. Second tip is the CPU itself should be the correct CPU for the chipset. This is a Asus Prime Z390-P, and the CPU is a i5-8400. If you know about CPU and chipset compatibility, you can do that with some quick Googling, or the website for either the CPU itself or the motherboard will tell you. There's compatibility lists for things like that. You also want to make sure that your RAM is supported by the motherboard. Same deal, it's talked about on the motherboard website, and that the RAM is seated in the correct slots. For almost all motherboards, you want to use the second slot over from the CPU. So we're going to say this slot, and you want to sort of push down kind of firmly on the RAM. You can hear it snaps twice, once for each side. And then the fourth channel, so every other channel is correct for dual channel operation. Following that, you want to make sure that the pins in the CPU socket are clean and straight. If you bought a board refurbished, they may not always be in the best of condition, even if it's directly from the manufacturer. And so you can handle that this way. Okay, so as you can see here, at least I hope you can see, there's a pin right here that's out of line with the rest. I like to use a mechanical pencil for this, and you just, if you can see, carefully grab it. Obviously there's no lead in the pencil, and you can gently pull the pin back to where it's supposed to be. You'll know if you've got it right because it'll be evenly spaced with the other pins. It'll still look a little off when you're done. It's never going to look perfect like a machine did it, but it will likely be functional again. I sometimes like to use tweezers too to kind of do some detail here. You can also see in this part of the socket there's like thermal paste here, and I like to use tweezers to remove that as well, being careful not to get the pins out of line. I can't actually clean that. Yeah, that doesn't come off easily. Maybe we won't use that. Yeah, let's do that. There's a pin down here as well. It needs to be moved just ever so slightly to the left. If I can get it moving. You definitely want to be gentle doing this, but not too afraid, because it is going to take some force to get the pins to sort of change direction. You might need to use different light, get different angles on it to see if you've got it just right. And you'll know if you've got it right when your board works.